Hey everybody, Max Scoville here for DTOID.com with a big, stinky pile of video game news for you from the week of March 6, 2014. Holy shit, we have some fun stuff to talk about. For starters, the embargo is up on my Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes preview. I've got a separate video where I talk all about that, as well as a bunch of articles that I wrote using a keyboard and a computer. So if you'd like to, you can read those by clicking on the appropriate links in the video description below. Beyond that, there's a new Batman game announced by way of Rocksteady. This is going to be Batman Arkham Knight. It's going to be strictly a next-gen title coming to PC, Xbox One, and PS4. It's set 1 year after Batman Arkham City, and it features a brand new villain named the Arkham Knight, who I'd always would have assumed. I guess that makes it because it's Arkham. He's not the Darkham Knight. I don't know. I'm a little bit wary about this because I'm always kind of weird when they make new characters from one medium in a different medium. But Harley Quinn was originally created for Batman the Animated Series, so there you go. And she's cool. Rocksteady has said that they're focusing solely on the single-player experience, and therefore there is no multiplayer. It's a next-gen title, and therefore it has lots of cool polygons, and it says they can have 50+ enemies on screen at once, and you can beat up all of them because you're Batman. Most important thing here, you get the fucking Batmobile. Yeah, that's right, finally, the Batmobile. It's the 4th game in the Arkham series, and you just now are getting the Batmobile. They are aiming to make it the best car in an open-world game ever, and I will believe it when I see it, but it's the Batmobile, so I'll be excited either way. Apparently, it's just going to show up at the click of a button, like the best Uber cab ever. Yeah, Batman Arkham Knight, I'm down. So yeah, Batman Arkham Knight, that is slated for release sometime later this fall. Rumors flying around at this very moment that it's October 14th. We'll have to wait and see. Speaking of release dates, Watchdogs finally has one, and it is May 27th across the board for all platforms, except for the Wii U. So if you have, a PC or an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One or a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4, you get to go play this game. If you have a Wii U, I think they're still on the works of that. No word on whether or not it's actually canceled, but fingers crossed. There's a new trailer for Dragon Age Inquisition, which shows off exactly how exciting this world is and how pretty it is using the Frostbite 3 engine. It's really nice looking. Apparently there are cobwebs that react to you in real time, as well as dirt that cakes onto your boots and puddles and things like that. This definitely isn't the kind of the action-packed, you're gonna fight 1,000 wizards trailer. This is really more like, there are some deer in this game as well as villages. So go take a look at that if you are excited about it. There's also a kind of a blog post over on the BioWare website where they talk about things that they've done with the game. You guys remember the Ouya? Remember the Ouya? It's that Android console that everyone had the highest of hopes for? Well, the plan at one point was for them to release a new iteration of the Ouya every year. That doesn't really seem to be like the plan anymore. Sales have been pretty crappy, and they've announced a partnership with Catz, the guys who make the controllers you make your friend use when he comes over. So apparently those games that were originally Ouya exclusives are now not just going to be available on the Ouya, they're going to be available on the Ouya and on the Catz. What's it called? The Mojo? Yeah, oh boy. So while we're on a down note, it's been announced that Disney Interactive has laid off 700 employees and that they're sort of consolidating their, mobile and social divisions together. In spite of the fact that Disney Infinity did really well for them, this is coming at the tail end of their kind of ventures into video games and software and stuff like that. I think netting them like $1 billion in losses over the past few years. So that really sucks. I hate reporting on layoffs. It's really depressing because if you think about it, all of those 700 people, have lives and families. So best of luck to you guys out there. And Disney, I really hope things start looking up for you. I know it can be tough, since you only have the money you made from the Avengers. Okay, that's enough for the bad news. Let's talk about the best news ever. Shaq Fu 2 is happening. There is an Indiegogo campaign happening right now. This went up this morning. I woke up, I thought it was a dream. It's a bunch of guys who make video games, and I don't know if they're high or crazy or just the best people, but apparently they went to Florida and they said, hey Shaq, do you want to make Shaq Fu 2? And Shaq was like, yeah. And so they're making Shaq Fu 2, and it looks like the Duke Nukem Forever that never was. They've even got one of Shaq's own rap songs playing in it as he's beating up ninjas. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. I really hope this happens. For those of you who think this is a stupid, bad idea, just stop it. Just stop it. You're wrong. It's a great idea. It's going to be amazing. Or it's going to be terrible and we're all going to have a wonderful laugh. In any case, you should go donate all of your money to that. They need $450,000 to make Shaq Fu 2, which, if you ask me, is a bargain. Maybe one of their stretch goals can be Revenge of Kazam. While we're talking about video games being the best thing ever, here's one, Goat Simulator. Yeah, that's a game. This is coming by way of Coffee Stain Studios, who I wasn't really familiar with, and apparently they made this thing together in a game jam of a goat that did stuff with ragdoll physics, and they put it on the internet just sort of as a video, and people lost their shit, and now they're like, well, that seems like a pretty good idea to put that out as a product, and they are. So now on April 1st, no, actually, on April 1st, that will be available for PC, and they've added a bunch of crazy stuff, like the goat can pick up axes with its tongue and chase people, and apparently there's a gas station that explodes, and sometimes I really am I'm just so excited about video games. Okay, so I get excited about two pieces of weird news. Today we have three, and I'm pretty much shitting my pants right now. Akiba Strip To is going to be coming to North America. What's Akiba Strip To, you ask? Well, Akiba Strip To, or Akiba Strip To, is a game where demons are on the loose in the district of Akihabara, which is a popular area of Tokyo for electronics shopping and collectibles. I went there, it's amazing. And these demons are sucking the blood of otaku, and it's up to you to defeat the demons. And the only way to do this is to beat the shit out of them until their clothing falls off. I'm not making this up. You have to beat the demons until they are naked and exposed to sunlight, at which point they will be dead. That's the premise for a video game, and soon we will get to play it. This just showed up very recently. They're doing a Last of Us movie. Yeah, that's right. Sony Pictures is teaming up with Screen Gems, and Sam Raimi's in there somewhere, and Neil Druckmann, who wrote the game, is going to be writing it apparently. Yeah, a Last of Us game. I'm always worried about video game movies, especially with something like The Last of Us, which is so amazing on its own. Why do you need to put that on the screen? Why don't you just, you know, play the game? If you'd really like to see it on the screen, why not just watch Children of Men and then The Road? Anyway, so yeah, that's cool if you're into The Last of Us. A trailer just showed up for Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. Now, I don't know about you guys, I was a little bit lukewarm about Transformers 2 and 3, but that's because they had Shia LaBeouf in them. This one has Mark Wahlberg, and that means we are going to get to watch Mark Wahlberg having a conversation with Optimus Prime. If you watch the trailer, he's just like, oh, I think I found a Transformer in the barn.
I think we just found a Transformer.
And he's Mark Wahlberg, he's doing his thing. He's like, this is Optimus Prime, I think this is Optimus Prime. And then some guys show up, because I guess it's illegal to have Transformers in this movie, and they're like, Mark Wahlberg, do you have a Transformer in your barn? He's like, I know what you're talking about, I don't have any Transformers in my barn. And then Optimus Prime comes out of his barn, and the barn blows up. Boom, Transformers 4. Also, Grimlock's in it, and Optimus Prime just smacks him in the face. Anyway, that's your news that I'm excited about for March 6, 2014. If you'd like more news, I need to go sit down for a little bit, so I'll be back here on Thursday with news, but in the meantime, check back here tomorrow for one of my dumb idiot ideas, and then on Monday for Farts and Crafts. That's the show where I draw pictures of stuff. Yeah. See you guys later.